that big booty twerk. Make that big booty twerk. Can I touch that booty? That booty. That big old booty.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Kato.
Shawty Low.
You Trilogy.
Trilogy.
Uncut.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
For sure.
Today, y'all, we're gonna do something, a little different. We're gonna do some reactions to some things that's been going on. We're gonna take you Trilogy and give it a little versatility. We told y'all we was coming, in different ways, and this is gonna be one of them ways. Right now we want to touch on that topic, the hot topic right now with Raven-Symoné and the
picture with Jay-Z and T.I. and Diddy, all these successful rappers and rap moguls, and she throws shade at these men, saying that's so-called successful black men. First of all, how can you call them so-called? That's what Are they successful or not? Are they so-called successful, or are they successful black men?
I mean, the only way for you to be so-called is if you feel like you're more successful than them, or unless you feel like they're faking.
Yeah, that's one of the two. So, either you feel like you're more successful than them, so yeah, you so-called successful, but I'm really successful. Right. Or, I think all y'all faking, I think y'all really not successful.
Yeah, that's crazy, So, I mean, when I first was reading it, I was trying to figure out what she was saying. I was trying to figure out where she was coming without being offended or being like, she picking at them. I was trying to, picture where she was coming from. And certain things she was saying, I understood, but I feel like she delivered it wrong. I felt like her approach to it was wrong because sometimes in our culture, our music can seem like it's glorifying
when it's actually trying to shine a light on that situation. Like, this is what's happening in the hood where I'm from.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on, but this is what's going on.
Right.
But it doesn't mean I'm glorifying it. Me telling you what's going on, and that has a lot to do with the way we was raised up in society. When somebody talks about the bad things in their community. And then they be like, well, you still in that community, so it must not be that bad. But everybody can't run from their problems. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to stand there and face them. Sometimes you have to go through that shit because it is part of your life. This is what's going on in my hood. I could leave and turn my back on everybody that's there.
I mean, but you give me $1 billion, that's not going to never keep me away from the hood because the hood is what made me. It shaped me to become the person that I am. It taught me the hustle that I know. It gave me the character that I've gotten. It gave me, it gave me my name. It gave me who I am. And I mean, in the hood, you get some of the best food. You get some of the, even though it be fucked up sometimes, you get some of the best love. I mean, it's just the hood is home. No matter what if you come from it, that's home. No matter what you do.
But it's really hard for somebody who's been on television since they're 5 years old to even connect to where these men are coming from. When they sit down and they write, when they sit down and they put their pen and pad, it'd be almost impossible for her to connect. If Jay-Z was raised up in the project and you was on Bill Cosby when you was 5, how can you relate to this man and his reaction to life coming from the projects and then becoming successful after all that? You was successful at 5, and you gonna compare yourself to this man's success and how his journey was through his life, and then I don't even think you listen to his music. I don't even think you listen to his music because if you was listen to his music, you would know he's not glorifying, things that's going on in the hood. What he is doing is shining the light on things that's going on in the hood. Yeah, he may speak about his past and how he had to sell drugs to get to where he was going because he didn't have the opportunity to be on Bill Cosby show when he was young. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody mama wasn't running to Hollywood to say, oh, my kids go be, we got to stay in the projects. I can't just say I'm going to pick up off the projects and go live in Hollywood. I'm barely making it here.
Right.
But she had that opportunity, and then she turns around and tell these men that everything they doing is blasphemous towards black people. You just solidifying white supremacy outlook on black.
Well, you know what? For y'all that ain't seen it, for y'all that don't know, and we gonna come back to it after we show y'all. So y'all pay attention to what happened and y'all give us y'all point of view on what y'all think, if she was right or if she went too left with it.
What up, guys? Frazier here for Complex News. Raven-Symoné faced serious heat because of an Instagram post with questionable sentiments regarding many hip-hop legends. Raven reposted a photo from the Rock Nation brunch that included T.I., Jay-Z, Puffy, and others. The original post featured a caption that snidely criticized their success. A group of so-called successful black men, minus Khaled, racially, who became rich and famous from perpetuating the worst black stereotypes to the ears and eyes of the whole planet, like drug dealing, pimping, murdering other black men, and disrespecting black women. I know, making observations is being a hater. Cheers. Raven added a set of emojis like the monocle, the mouthless face, and a yellow heart that suggested she agreed with the sentiment. Needless to say, it didn't go over well. Raven's comment section promptly roasted her, and the ether continued over in the shade room. Here's a sample comment. Speaking your truth through the lyrics in your music is not perpetuating stereotypes. If you look at it as glorification of drugs, hoods, and gangs, then you missed the message. It was about showing the world what you had to go through, what you actually had to go through to make it to the very point you've arrived at in your life and career. Raven, you have yet to experience hardship, so you are not qualified to speak on the stereotypes that you claim they have perpetuated. Another pointed out Raven's history of opinions on blackness. Last time we all checked, she told a reporter that she wasn't African American, but she was just American, so technically she's been banned from the family cookouts forever ago. Now Raven eventually deleted the offending post, but stood by her opinion in the follow-up. Deleted my post because the comments were not something I want my underage followers looking at. I'm not deleting because I don't believe in what I said. In summary, Raven's gonna Raven. This is not the first boneheaded, cancer-worthy comment she's made, and it won't be the last. For more stories like this, subscribe to Complex News on YouTube. For Complex, I'm Free.
Alright, y'all. Now, y'all got the same thing we got. Y'all tell, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tell us what y'all understand. Me, I'm going to say one thing, you know, from studying, you know, history the way I've been studying history lately, I don't consider myself an African American anymore because we are the original people of this land. So therefore, on that note, I'm gonna clarify it like that. To me, I am my people are originally from here. We wasn't brought from Africa to America. We were already in America. So therefore, if that is what Raven was saying, I could understand that. But if she was just saying, I'm not black, I'm just American, okay, well then she need to clarify what she was trying to say on that. And as far as, you know, with the taking the picture and downing these men for they art form, I mean, hell, you got painters, you know what I'm saying, that painted naked people for a living, and these paintings going for hundreds of millions.
They glorify, are they downing women? Are they degrading women? Are they what?
Nah.
All because it's a piece of art, and then that you clarified art is no longer degrading the women.
No, I mean, to me, you can't degrade anybody unless that person is willing to let you degrade them. Yeah. So if women felt like I don't want to be sexually degraded in the video,
in other words, if I'm talking about a female and I'm calling her a bitch, unless you feel like I'm talking about you, you're not that bitch, right? You're not the bitch I'm talking about ain't you. So if you just going around,
you ain't gonna never get away with that one.
but I'm just saying. So
I understand the concept you're trying to say, but no, they ain't gonna never let you have that. When you say bitch, they gonna.
Then I'm talking about all women.
You speaking about all women. You disrespecting all women, in certain women's mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it would be. I mean, that's just like, you know, a person calling a black person a nigga. You know. You're just talking about him. No, all people will get offended. So I mean, it's certain words that carry for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you have to go about it that way. But no, Raven haven't had the struggles.
No, she ain't been through
these.
So she don't even have no right to even speak up on none of them men in that picture. She had no right to even say nothing about that.
Not like that, you know. Yeah. She could have put it in question form, like y'all are successful black men in this picture. You know what I'm saying? If you want to X Khaled out, you know what I'm saying? Khaled got his black card. Khaled been in the hood forever. You know what I'm saying? So he got his black card. But if you want to ask them like, why do y'all speak about this in y'all music, or why is this the topics in y'all music? Help me understand it.
But I'm really starting to think she ain't listening to none of their music. I'm really starting to think that. I think she's just going by the stereotype that they say this music is about. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she actually listens to their music. You know what I'm saying? Because if you listen to their music, you'll see they not glorifying none of that. Like, I ain't never heard Jay-Z claim self-proclaim himself to be a pimp or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has whole. None of them people have I heard. Now, if you want to say the only person who I Too Short, or you know, it's certain
rappers. He go at it for sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes he go at it, but it's some people who do that. But not most rappers claim to be pimps or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them come from selling drugs because that's the era, that's the time, and that's the situation that they was in.
That's all you really had at a certain point in time.
When you talk about growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, and that's when your era of growing up is, that's gonna be a big part of your life if you were placed inside of a black neighborhood.
But see, coming up in the hood back in the day, it was like your idols, the people that, you know, was your superstars, was that dope boy growing up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that goes back off into a segment we had a long time ago towards like, man, I saw all the dope boys had nice clothes, MCM gear, red bone girls.
Now,
I thought that's what I had to have.
Now, how you think you would feel if you was 5 years old and you was raised up around Bill Cosby? You know what I'm saying? And Felicity Side, these the people who you work with every day at 5 years old. And then after that, you go to Disney. Oh, so you ain't been? Have you been to the hood? Did you come around here? Did you see?
Probably roll past the exercise.
I'm pretty sure she
but you know what? I have to say this though. I've met Raven personally.
Okay.
You know, I met her personally.
Okay.
And she was cool as hell to me when I met her.
I don't think she's a bad person.
Cool
I think she's just misinformed.
And that could be understood. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, people be in their own bubble. Mm-hmm. And when they look outside their bubble, they speak on things that's outside that bubble and not understand what they're speaking about.
And that gets a lot of them people in trouble for a lot of those reasons, because they speak about things that they actually don't know. And then, just because you take it that way doesn't mean that's how it's presented. You know what I'm saying? And just because you feel this way about it doesn't make it true. But apparently she thinks that's true, that these guys only promote, oh yeah, go sell dope. Oh yeah, go beat your woman. Oh, ain't nobody sitting around rapping about that. Who want to hear raps about that all day? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody. I mean, I can go, you know, songs from Jay-Z, songs from T.I., songs from who else was in there?
What's
Big Sean was in
there. Big Sean never raps about selling drugs.
I don't never hear him.
I ain't never heard him rap about selling drugs.
Even
if he has sold drugs, I ain't never heard him rap about selling drugs.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
But
he is a little younger than those guys. You know what I'm saying? T.I., Jay-Z, we come from their generation, their era of life. You know what I'm saying? He's a little younger, so. The guys after that, these guys here, they don't be like shit. When you think about Lil Uzi Vert and them, these new rappers, they don't talk about selling drugs at all. They
talk about using
drugs. They talk about more using drugs than selling drugs. They don't talk about selling drugs, because that's not what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's going on. Is that the youth is growing up to sell drugs the way it was presented to us.
Right.
And like, so see, she wrong about a lot.
Different time, different era, but she younger than those men, and she didn't have to see that lifestyle that them men had to see. I mean, life is a lot easier, and I have to say that growing up from being a kid to a man now, life is a lot easier. The struggles of being in the hood is totally different than they are now in most cases. I'm not gonna say it's all good in the hood. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying coming up from, you know, me hearing about the 60s and the 70s and all that, the struggles of how, you know, man, people really didn't have nothing. You know, it was drug dealers that had to help families, give them turkeys for Thanksgiving and everything, to where now, you know, it's a little different, to where money is more a little fluent. That's what I'll say. I say money is more fluent. There's more than one way to, you know, to go get that money now.
Yeah, you don't have to just be a drug dealer, and that's the only way, the only route you got. You know what I'm saying? To get yourself out that situation. Now you got a lot more options, and they don't all consistently have to be school. It's just more options. There's more ways to get money. You know what I'm saying? With the computer, the internet, you know, you can sit at home, come up with a product, and sell your product, and don't
millionaire overnight.
And don't even have to leave. So things have changed, but that's what, like I say. She is taking an era of music and saying, this is what these men represent. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what they represent. That's where they come from. That's not what they represent. But,
exactly.
You know, Raven, I hope you know like what you said. I see you followed up and said you still meant that. I wish you would have took some time and really listen to some of these guys' albums. Don't just pick one song. Say, see, in this song he is, because probably that song, that's how he felt. He needed to convey that situation. But every song is not talking about, I'm the biggest dope dealer, I'm always gonna sell dope, and I'm still rich, and they're not doing that. They're not talking like that. So you mixing them up with somebody else.
Next time I'm in LA, Raven, and I bump into you again, you know.
Oh man.
We sit out. This time we ain't gonna just take pictures. We gonna sit out and have a conversation. I'm asking a few questions.
I don't know. She seemed very confused to me. She seemed like a very confused person. And you know what? Going back to what you were saying earlier, saying I'm not gonna say. So what you gonna just say? You American, right? Mm-hmm. Which there ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're not African American.
Well, the reason why I would say I'm not is because I was born here. I ain't never left here, and I don't know.
But our ancestors are not African American.
You know, we still studying that. We still debating that. We still trying to get that.
I'm riding that.
I don't care. I don't mind you picking a side, saying, "Hey, I read this and it sounds believable to me, and this is what I believe," because that's what people in religion do already. You know what I'm saying? I read this and this is what I believe, and I don't want to hear your shit. I didn't
just read it. I got actual proof of it.
Yeah, well, you do, but then it's gonna be other people who got their factual proof to
and
disprove.
I ain't mad at that.
That's gonna disprove.
African American. Because before we was African American, what was
we? We was colored.
We was colored. Then we was Negro. I mean, if you pay attention to it every 10, 15 years or so,
they're gonna change our ethnicity of who we are. You know what I'm saying? And we have to figure it out. So you're right. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But that's you doing your homework to even get to that conclusion. Not somebody just inbred that inside your head saying this is what we are. You know what I'm saying? And you go, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and write what you think because I'm not even finna research it myself. So I know you did your homework on it, which is a very important thing that I think people need to start doing about the decisions that they making when they calling themselves something. You know what I'm saying? I got brothers out here calling themselves Israelites. I got brothers out here calling themselves Christian. I got brothers out here calling themselves Muslim. And some of these brothers were only born into those things. You know what I'm saying? Like I was born, my father was this. That's why I'm this. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then you didn't do the homework behind it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do the homework behind it. Y'all just that. And you know, if that's how you want to live your life, that's cool. But I think you need to do your homework. More people need to do their homework. Raven needs to do her homework for real.
Well, it's been one, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come to y'all with more reactions like this. You know what I mean? If y'all got anything y'all want us to touch on,
man, put in the comments.
Put in the comments.
You know what I'm saying? We'll look it up and we'll most definitely, you know what I'm saying, do that.
Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button.
For sure.
Turn on that notification so y'all can get these the videos as soon as it come. You know, it come right to you.
We was putting them out every Saturday. We're gonna start trying to put out 1, 2, 3 during the week.
Yeah, we're gonna put out some during the week. We ain't gonna let y'all free on Saturdays, but we will. You know, we're gonna be doing more.
You know, doing more reactions. I'm really feeling this.
So until next time, it's your boy Kato
and Charlie Lowe. We out. Peace.